Hey guys, Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer here. We talk about music, books, and movies. And today we're going to be doing the second video in my A Song for Every Day of the Month series. This time, we're doing March. For this, I mostly use small holidays that aren't nationally recognized, such as Black Cat Awareness Day and National Pizza Day, to make this list. And although there will be some big holidays here like St. Patrick's Day. I did one of these for February too, so if you like this, check that one out. And I will be doing this for April through January too, so subscribe if you want to see more. Also, if you watched my last video, you'll know that I started coughing a lot near the end. So to make sure that doesn't happen again, I'll have my glass of water on standby. With that, let's start with March 1st. The holiday I chose for this one is National Women of Color Day, and the song I chose is by a woman of color, so...
I'm a district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang, 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 gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? I need the dollars to change, beat it up like piñata. Turn the job, close the curtains. That bitch make you nervous.
This song is by Cardi B, a half black, half Hispanic woman. This song reflects that perfectly, being a mix of rap and Latin music. It's also a blast to listen to, with Cardi B and both of her collaborators sounding like they're having fun. And the song itself being really catchy. Now on to March 2nd. The holiday I chose for this one is National Old Stuff Day. And do you know what that means? Classical music. I know this isn't the oldest classical song I could have gone with, but it is my favorite. It's divided into 7 parts representing the planets according to their meanings in astrology. Mars is really aggressive, Venus is peaceful, Saturn is gloomy, etc. Earth doesn't count in astrology, and Pluto hadn't been discovered yet, so they're both counted out. The song itself is pretty long, as most classical songs are, but the instrumental switch-ups keep it interesting. If you're a classical fan or someone looking to get into classical music, check this out. Up next is March 3rd. The holiday I chose for this one is I Want to Be Happy Day, so here's a song about being happy.
Don't hate us cause we're happy. Don't hate us cause we're beautiful. Don't hate us if we make you smile, or if we go the extra mile to make someone feel better on a really shitty day. And if you're hearing what I'm saying, then I want you to say I'm gay. I'm gay. Say I'm gay. I'm gay.
If you guys aren't familiar with Bowling for Soup or have only heard their big hits, fix that now. They are hilarious. This song, in particular, is a bright, happy, upbeat song about being happy. Yeah, the title kind of tricks you into thinking it's about homosexuality, but it's not. It's using gay in the traditional sense of the word, and it is hilarious. It also makes a really good point about how angsty rock was back then, and how it needed something to lighten it up. Now for March 4th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Grammar Day. You might expect me to choose Weird Al's Word Crimes for this, but I thought I'd shout out one of my favorite childhood YouTubers instead.
Your grandma sucks and I am ferocious.
seriously, if you haven't seen Jack's films, Your Grammar Sucks series, somehow, do so immediately after this video. It's amazing. This has always been my favorite song episode of Your Grammar Sucks because of the catchy chorus. Like with all Your Grammar Sucks songs, this song is made up of internet posts that have bad grammar, spelling, punctuation, etc. It's really funny and again, really catchy. Moving on to March 5th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Multiple Personality Day. So here's a song about a bunch of mental illnesses, including the closest thing to multiple personalities that exists. This is another long song that manages to stay interesting by changing its sound throughout the song. The parts of the song describe different mental illnesses, including bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenia, postpartum depression, autism, and dissociative identity disorder. The latter of those is the closest thing to multiple personalities that actually exists. Shout out to Dream Theater for raising awareness about these mental illnesses. The next day is March 6th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Dress Day, so here's a song with the word dress in the title. This is kind of a sad song. It's about a woman dealing with her insecurities and trying to hide them, and while the singer tells her to get a grip. It's not quite as heavy as most Senses Fail songs, but it still sounds great, and some of these lyrics are savage. Now we move on to March 7th. The holiday I picked for this one is World Math Day. So here's a song whose title is an equation.
Black is white and white is black. The facts are a lie and the lies are a fact. You are the dead and the dead are alive. And 2 + 2 = 5.
This song is about George Orwell's 1984. The chorus refers to newspeak, where everything is the opposite of what it actually is. Facts are lies, the dead are alive, etc. It comes from an album where every song, including the bonus tracks, is about a dystopian movie. The song is also one of the few songs that make bleepy bloopy sound effects work for me, and I have to respect it. Now on to March 8th. The holiday I picked for this one is UN Day for Women's Rights and International Peace. So how about some Riot Girl? Riot Girl, for those of you who don't know, is a feminist punk subgenre. Bikini Kill are pioneers of the genre, and their most popular song is the energetic punk song Rebel Girl. It tells the story of a rebellious woman who the lead singer is in love with. It's basically the original She's a Rebel by Green Day, and I love it. And speaking of Green Day, I chose them for March 9th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Panic Day, and if you're at all familiar with Green Day, you know the song. This song is one of Green Day's weirder songs. The first minute of it is purely instrumental, with some really good drumming. Then the singing starts, and the lyrics perfectly describe a panic attack. This is an underrated gem from Green Day, and I hope you'll check it out after this video. Now for March 10th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Bagpipe Day. So, here's a song with bagpipes. This band's name, so sorry if I butcher it. For those of you who don't know, LUVT, or Viti, or whatever, is a folk metal band who make all kinds of pagan-themed songs. This song uses symphonic metal-style female vocals, and all kinds of instruments that you wouldn't normally hear in metal, including bagpipes. It's got a grand epic feel that folk metal always seems to have. If you're looking to get into folk metal, this song is a good place to start. Up next is March 11th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Funeral Director and Mortician Recognition Day. So here's a song about a funeral.
Two blackbirds on a highway sign, they're laughing at me at 4 in the morning. They played the war drum out of time, so I'm not sure where I've been marching. I wanna be strong, but it's not easy anymore. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
This song starts with the lead singer attending his great-grandfather's funeral before going home and searching through the dead man's memoirs. He learns that his great-grandfather suffered from depression just like he does now. This song's personal to me because one of my great-grandfathers killed himself, and I've struggled with suicidal thoughts at times. On top of that, I love the way the song starts out slow before the guitars kick in and Soupy starts shouting. Now we move on to March 12th. The holiday I picked for this one is World Day Against Cyber Censorship. So here's a song about censorship. System of a Down is probably one of my favorite nu metal bands. I love the political lyrics they have, and this is no exception. This song is about speaking out against censorship, and it does so in a way that's so quick and blunt that it almost reminds me of a punk song. Awesome song. Now on to March 13th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Jewel Day. So here's a song about diamonds.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. So alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
This song's instrumentation is beautiful. It makes me think of a sky made out of sapphires. I know it's about diamonds, but still. Lyrically, it's a pretty typical love song, but it's here for the diamond reference. Now for March 14th. The holiday I picked for this one is International Ask a Question Day, so here's a song named after a question word.
Why did you leave me in the cold? Why did you break this heart of gold? Why did you lie to me? Tell me why.
Took me long enough to get to some symphonic metal on this list, didn't it? This is a song where the lead singer has had her heart broken and is asking why. It's sung over beautiful instrumentation and with a pretty cool guitar solo at the end. On to March 15th. The holiday I picked for this one is Ides of March, so here's a song that's actually called Ides of March. This song uses the Roman holiday known as Ides of March as a metaphor for the judgment he's about to face from his ex. Sure, it's pretty melodramatic, but it's emo. What do you expect? The song has some great melancholic atmosphere, and the lead singer sounds genuinely upset. Great song. Up next is March 16th. The holiday I picked for this one is National Everything You Do Is Right Day. This is in the song, so here's a song called
I wanted this world to stay out of my way. My voice will be heard. I'm alone. I won't be afraid. I got something to say. My voice will be heard. So loud, native blood.
This is here for the line, I'm never wrong, 'cause I'm always right. However, the rest of the song is even more amazing. I love the thrashing guitars and the lyrics about not letting the established hierarchies get you down. Seriously, if you like inspirational songs, check this one out. Now for March 17th. The holiday I picked for this one is St. Patrick's Day, obviously. So here's a song by an Irish band. This song is from a genre called Celtic punk. It's extremely catchy, and I love this lead singer's Irish accent. Also, the Celtic elements and the punk elements go together surprisingly well. Now on to March 18th. The holiday I picked for this one is Supreme Sacrifice Day. So here's a song about someone sacrificing their life.
This is my legacy. No, I will live forever. I am one with my fate. No, I will sing destiny. This is my legacy. No, I will live forever. I am one with my fate. No, I will sing destiny. I am all of myself. All I know in this world. It will be my message.
This is a 10-minute epic of a song that describes in vivid detail the emotions someone goes through when sacrificing their life. It's pretty sad, mainly because the writing does a great job of making the listener actually connect with the character. On top of that, the song sounds gorgeous, as most symphonic metal songs do. Next up is March 19th. The holiday I picked for this one is the spring equinox. So here's a song about spring.
From the realms below we ride, when in terror they run and hide. From the shadows of fall we rise, awaken from the dark. Over the ancient ruins we fly, when the old kings go to die. When new kingdoms rising high, awaken from the dark, dark slumber.
This is from a Winter Sun album that has a song for every season. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be using each song from this album for each solstice and equinox that happens this year. The song itself has a bright, beautiful feel to it, and it really makes me think of creatures awakening from hibernation. Now for March 20th. The holiday I picked for this one is Extraterrestrial Abductions Day. So here's a song about alien abduction. Technical deathcore band who write songs about aliens. The drumming on this song is brutal, but it still manages to have some semblance of melody. This song makes me feel like I'm being murdered by aliens, and I love it. Up next is March 21st. The holiday I picked for this one is International Colors Day, so here's a song about colors. This song is apparently a sex song. If so, this is the most beautiful sex song I've ever heard. I love the horns especially. Mick Jagger's voice is easily the smoothest I've ever heard him sound. It's beautiful. Now on to March 22nd. The holiday I picked for this one is National Water Day, so here's a song about the ocean. Returning to the ocean after living on land for a long time. It describes the emotions she goes through as she does so. These lyrics, combined with the beautiful symphonic metal sound, make me feel like an innocent little kid again. Beautiful song. Next up is March 23rd. The holiday I picked for this one is World Meteorological Day. So here's a song about the weather.
He said, I wanna see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're a rambling man, and you ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving.
This is easily the Zac Brown Band's best song. I'm a sucker for music with a winter aesthetic, and this is no exception. It tells the story of a trucker who loves this girl but can't bring himself to settle. It's honestly pretty layered. All of this is complemented by organic country instrumentation. Now on to March 24th. The holiday I picked for this one has an annoyingly long title. It's International Day for the Right to the Truth Concerning Gross Human Rights Violations and for the Dignity of Victims. God, that was a mouthful. So here's a song about human rights violations.
All that we can do is just survive. All that we can do to help ourselves is stay alive. All that we can do is just survive. All that we can do to help ourselves is stay alive.
This song is inspired by lead singer Geddy Lee's mother, who survived the Holocaust. Don't let the happy instrumentation fool you. These lyrics are heartbreaking. They describe people who don't know whether to be happy or scared even as they're being liberated. Seriously, pay attention to the lyrics on this. They're amazing. Next up is March 25th. The holiday I picked for this one is Tolkien Reading Day. And let me start by saying that I've never read Tolkien. I've seen the Lord of the Rings movies, and that's it. However, that doesn't mean I can't enjoy some songs that talk about his work. So, here goes. Refers to Gandalf and the rest of the main characters, otherwise known as the Grey Company, and the instrumentation really does make me imagine that they're walking past me. It has a grand, epic feel to it, despite being comprised of screaming and instrumentation that doesn't exactly have a ton of melody. If you're new to black metal, check these guys out. They're a great starting point for newcomers to the genre. Up next is March 26th. The holiday I picked for this one is Make Up Your Own Holiday. The holiday I'm going to make up is National Pick a Song from Your Favorite Band Day. So, here comes 21 Pilots.
I'll stay awake, 'cause the dark's not taking prisoners tonight.
This is my favorite 21 Pilots song, and one of my favorite songs, period. I love the beat switch-ups, Tyler's fast rapping, and the introspective lyrics. The song is also extremely catchy and fun, despite its dark subject matter. Now for March 27th. The holiday I picked for this one is Quirky Country Music Song Titles Day. So here's a country song with a quirky title.
That justice is the one thing you should always find. You gotta saddle up your boys, you gotta draw a hard line. Let the gun
time smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all meet back at the local saloon.
We'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
This is a childhood favorite of mine. My grandma loves it. It's pure outlaw country fun, and while the title is pretty goofy, it's still an enjoyable song about police stopping criminals and celebrating by letting their horses drink beer. Love this song. Now on to March 28th. The holiday I picked for this one is Respect Your Cat Day. So here's a song about a cat.
Hey, Kirby, what you doing, Kirby? What you doing there? Hey, Kirby, what you doing, Kirby? What you doing there?
This song is an adorable song about how Aesop Rock getting a cat and to help him cope with his mental illness. As both a mentally ill person and a cat owner, this song speaks to me. Also, watch the video for this. It's adorable. Up next is March 29th. The holiday I picked for this one is Vietnam Veterans Day. So here's a song that's at least partially about a Vietnam vet.
And give me something to believe in. If there's a Lord above, and give me something to believe in. Oh Lord, arise.
So here's a confession. I like hair metal. Poison is more well known for their song Every Rose Has Its Thorn, but as far as their ballads go, I think this is the better song. It touches on homelessness and the effects of war on veterans, and is quite beautiful. Bret Michaels is one of my favorite vocalists of the 1980s, by the way. Next up is March 30th. The holiday I picked for this one is I Am in Control Day. So, here's a song about being in control.
Power and control, I'm gonna make it fall. Power and control, I'm gonna make it fall.
This is a fun, catchy indie pop song about power struggles during relationships. It's incredibly catchy and fun, and I love Marina's voice. And finally, March 31st. The holiday I picked for this one is International Transgender Day of Visibility. So here's a song about being trans.
Rush up on the coast, we're shaking us in the whole day long. Rush up on the coast, we're shaking us in the whole day long. Rush up on the coast, we're shaking us in the whole day long with you, with you.
This is an energetic punk masterpiece with one of the greatest guitar riffs in the genre that isn't by The Clash. The song describes being trans, and while I don't know what it feels like to be trans, I do respect that community. I imagine this song and the album it's from could help a lot of people. And that's my countdown. Comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm Morgan the Rebellious Reviewer, and I'm out.